May I invite you to arrive at yourself, to take the space you feel well in, to use your body represented by your hands, by your chest, to sense yourself in your body. And let the body react to this self-perception. And then turn your hands and use the hands, not just to lead your soul, but your sense perception downwards through the body into the earth. And notice how this does to your body when you get not lost in the activity going downwards, but you perceive yourself at the same time. Let your breath react. Make a step forward or backwards, or relax where you stand. And repeat. Arrive, sense. Become active and self-perceptive. And notice the forces carrying you now. Start an inner dialogue. Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to be held by you. Let go and breathe. Silence is an attitude, but it's also something which opens up spaces. And in a way, the biggest space is a sort of spiritual space. Things, what's behind the things. And if you want to enter what's behind the things in front of you, we have to listen to the space behind us. And now I invite you to make a few steps, I would say to the left side, that we walk, that you have opportunity to make a few steps to the right. And to begin with, just stand a little bit aside and again feel your body. And when we now move a form, walk a form, do not lose this self-perception. And please walk half a curve, starting towards behind, towards the right. Go backwards, go to the right, and come forward. And then breathe. And at the moment, just to practice, we walk this form backwards. We go backwards, to the left, and forwards. If mirroring me is so difficult for you, you can just stand opposite of mine. But for those of you for whom it's possible, try to walk in the opposite direction than me, because it helps you to stay more with yourself. And now just take your hands a little bit down to connect them with your legs and invite your legs to walk this way. Invite greater space, that the legs feel invited to enter this space, and then close the space a little bit to bring the legs forward. And when we go back, we do the same. Open up, and this starts a sort of pulling. And then it's just gently coming in, coming forward. And what we practice is to create a space which, it's not sucking, but it's really producing a space which the body invites to follow. And this pushing forward is not pushing, it's just gently allowing or releasing it out of this being sucked backwards. Yeah? So open. The legs feel invited. Keep this invitation alive and then say, okay, you may come, go forward. And let's do it one more time. Create the space. The legs follow. And by staying frontal, always looking towards the screen, towards me, the legs have to move very differently with each step, and that makes them alive. That's very useful to do it this way. And now do the same in the sphere of your ears, and create a space next to your ears, which in a way opens up a space behind, and then walk this curve and come forward again and let go and breathe. That's just an intermediate step, but we do it again around the sphere of your ears. Open up this space and come forward again. And now I invite you that you just place your hand next to your hips and very gently rise, let the hands rise in soft movements upwards, that they become light, like this. In eurythmy, that's the gesture of C, of lightness. Just imagine there are feathers, and you give them a little push. You look for new feathers, come up. Then they fly, you must find them again. And so you lift them up. And you lift them up. And you lift them up. And then you let go and you just listen to the space behind you, around you. And maybe you have noticed that when snow is falling, at least the mood, but also the sense perception is as if it would become more silent. Try to have this feeling that you create this silent space while we're doing this lifting the feathers. And it's not so much in the hands. I actually do it in the body, and the hands follow what's happening in the body and are more or less carried up. And by doing this, they can tell the feathers what they should do, because the hands are showing them how it works. So just go down, sense your body, and create this movement of the hands in the body. Look for new feathers. Next step, where are they now? Don't allow them to fall on the earth. Just bring them up. And let go. And now, can you again manage to do just the walking backwards to the other side, inviting your legs with the hands? So I invite my legs to walk backwards, to the side and forward. And I come back. And forward. And we want to walk this curve together with the C gesture, the gesture of lightness, creating this space of falling snow. Yeah? But now we do one more time creating the precondition for the snow. We lift the feathers and open up our ears to this space. And then we just listen how the snow is falling down all around us. And now it's just a trying. Can you open up the space around your legs that they like to walk this curve? And at the same time, we try to create this C gesture there. Feather gesture. Okay. Go backwards. It's just trying to create this mood of silence. We arrive. And listen. Last time on the way back. And listen. Imagine this snow all around you. Big snowflakes touching the earth. Go to the center of the curve, that you stand in the middle of what we have just been walking. Imagine a triangle in front of you. Yeah? And just let's walk the triangle. A few steps to the right, forwards. 2 or 3 or 4 steps. And arrive. 2, 3, 4 steps to the left, or 5 steps. And backwards to where we came from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, till you feel well. Back again. And now just imagine, let's concentrate on, we are able to change direction. So, walk the first way, and it's not I want to arrive at this point. It's a line into infinity, but I stop at that point. Imagine the direction, and then walk, and stay connected with the direction. And arrive, and that you are part of a direction. And then change, and realize there is another, I change direction. And then I begin a new direction. And arrive, and imagine I'm part of a direction. I can sense it. And I can change direction towards where I came from. And then walk. And arrive and sense I'm not, my aim was not this point. I'm part of this direction which brought me here. And then breathe. Let's do it once again, just connecting with this. There are directions. First way. Arrive, but experience there's a direction. I went. Change direction. I want to go to this point. Go. And realize or sense it in your body. I was walking a direction. I can still sense the direction. Change the direction to return home behind you. And follow this direction. And now we just do the same triangle with just the indication of the letters of freedom, F, D and M, freedom. And we just indicate a slight, the direction with the fingers there. The first way, go to your heart and just indicate the direction. I want to go there. Like you would blow your own feather to this place. And now be this feather. And now, when we have arrived, and we know we want to go there, and now just indicate the wheel which brings you there, that you just turn as if you would have a wheel in front of you, going down, then going to the outside, and then it shows you the direction. I want to go there. The R, that's the gesture of R. And then just let your body be taken away along with the R. And just follow. Yes, the R brings me there. And the D gesture is just, you lift your hands and then you let them sink in front of you or next to you. And then you have the feeling, I can arrive at my own, create my own flow. I can feel where I stand on. I arrive in myself. Duh. Let's try it once again. We lift the arms. I feel my spirit. My spirit can penetrate me and it finds its ground in me. I can stand in myself. Duh. And with this gesture, we walk back and we arrive home. We open up, feel our spirit. We invite our spirit to penetrate us. We arrive at home and we arrive in us. And the M gesture is just, this we need for the peace, but we can do it already now, that you just stand and do one arm is in front, the other one behind, and we just do the M, which connects things. I bring opposites together, merging things. Let's try to do this triangle once again. With the F, our feather starts to move. The R, we change direction. It brings us somewhere. And we come home. Indicate the F before you walk. Feel this gentleness. And then follow this invitation. Free. Then use the R. Just indicate it first. Sense it. And then follow it. New direction. Indicate this. I sense my spirit. I invite it to come down within me. I sense my potential to arrive in myself. And let your body be carried home by this movement. Invite your body to come. Invite your spirit to come down. D. And let go. Let's just walk the triangle, experiencing we can change directions. First direction. Change direction. Change direction. Arrive. Go to the place where we started in the beginning, on the left side, where we did the 1/2 circle in the back for the silence, and now we do a half circle forward, meeting the world in front of us. And this we do with the M gesture. But first of all, we do the M with both hands forwards. So we stand here and both hands just move forwards, just meeting the world. And then both hands turn and come in M towards me. And some of you might remember that when the hands go out, forward, my shoulders look into the space behind. And my hands greet the world. And when the hands come in, my shoulders receive what the hand bring back from the world. And let's do this while we walk the half circle forward. The M goes forward when we walk the half circle. The hands turn. And come back when we do the second half. We do it on the way back. M, forward. And when the hands come in, M, we go back. And now try to have this word of peace in mind. Peacefully I meet the world. Peacefully I receive the world. Once more, peacefully I meet the world. Peacefully I receive the world. And let go. Let's do one form after the other to finish, and then we will sit down and listen to the resonance. We have this half circle on the way back with the C gesture, lifting the feathers, listening to the snow. Silence. And listen to the space behind. Go to the center. Do the triangle. Invite your body with the F to walk the first wave. And feel the freedom to move your line, your direction. Feel the air. Create the new direction. Follow the new direction. Sense the D, the invitation to come home, to arrive in yourself. And follow this invitation. Go to the place where we have started. Have the bow in the back in mind. Have the triangle in mind. And now do the M towards the world, the half curve forward. We meet the world peacefully. We receive the world peacefully. I let go. I listen to how I'm standing here. I listen to the space I've been moving through. What does it want to tell me? And then carefully move to your seat, sit down and listen to what your body tells you. How did your body take it? How does it resound? What pictures does it give you? What sensations? What's the level of silence, of freedom, of peace you experience in yourself now?